Well, some political analysts will describe the situation in Lagos to the governor as perhaps a political double jeopardy. First, he could not get a re-election ticket from his party APC, and now he's being trailed with an impeachment threat. The governor of Lagos State, Ambode, is facing impeachment procedure by the State House of Assembly over issues bordering majorly on alleged irregularities in the budget of the state and some other issues. Some groups are protesting the move to wanting to remove the governor, while others are asking him to face the lawmakers and defend themselves on the allegations leveled against him. Take a listen to the allegations from the House of Assembly by the majority leader of the House.
This democracy, government of the people, by the people, for the people. People must be involved in the governance. We are legislators, and of course there are two other arms: the executive and the judiciary. It's our responsibility to make sure that we make laws and do other oversight functions and do some other things as enshrined in the Constitution. But the people also have a right to observe what we are doing and offer their opinion and their position. So we see it simply as that is what they have done, and we are going to look into the letter. We have the mandate of the House of Assembly to receive any group of people or one person that have things to say to the Assembly. We are representative of the people, we are responsive and we are responsible. And we appreciate the fact that they say they have confidence in the House of Assembly. We want to assure everybody that there is no crisis in Lagos State. What is just happening is the legislators are doing what they should do. In respect of other arms, people have the right to view it differently and offer. We are not in a military regime. We are in a democratic regime. There's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. They have come to express themselves, and we have told them we will definitely deliver the letter, and the House will consider the content of the letter.
Let's get some perspectives to this matter in Lagos. You know what Lagos politics is all about. Well, the largest voting population is Lagos. You know what is happening in the internal politics of the APC. 6 months to the end of the tenure of the governor, and the impeachment threat is coming. Joining me from our Lagos studio is Mr. Richard Akinola, a rights activist and a lawyer. Thank you so much for coming on the program. You've heard what the majority leader of the Lagos State House of Assembly had to say, some of the issues they have with the governor. They said the governor has not presented the 2019 budget. Today is the last day of January. Is the governor ready to defend himself, because they gave him 7 days ultimatum?
Well, I think that is left for the governor, but I don't know him, so I've not met him. So, but I think 8 years ago, I mean, similar thing happened in, scenario was enacted in Lagos, and incidentally, I had to, be the person that went to court to stop the whole process. And after 2 judgments before normalcy returned to Lagos, so I never envisaged that 8 years after I will still come here to start talking about this issue. I think the whole thing is just mere charade, and it's absolutely uncalled for. I mean, you can't. The issue of budget to me is just a mere smokescreen. I mean, there are other underlying factors behind the whole movement. So, because you can't talk. I mean, the financial year ended 31st of December. Today is 31st of January, and you are already, making impeachment a threat. I mean, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. It's just like if the financial year ends, you have to get your tax returns ready, and no, the government doesn't go after you immediately and say that you are going to be, sent to prison, charged to court because you haven't, fill your tax returns, or you are not filling your...
Mr. Akinola, let me quickly come in quickly on this one. For you, does it look like it's beyond the issue about impeachment of Ambode, is beyond what we can see on the surface? Precisely. Is that what you're saying? Precisely. Is it political? Precisely, because it's purely political. Because it's like you ask somebody you deny somebody second time bid. No problem. The guy, accepted. Now, 2 weeks to election, and barely 5 months to the end of the tenure, you are starting with impeachment threat. It doesn't make any sense, because
eventually, assuming that they proceed with this with this threat, I mean, all of them will get consumed in the process, including members of the House. Yesterday and today, I was listening to a phone-in program on the radio, yesterday and today, and 95% of those who called in were very angry over this development, were in support of the governor. So, and perhaps maybe members of the House are not, I mean, attuned to what people's opinion on this move. Otherwise, there will be a collateral damage.
Okay, and I need to butt in again because of time and the issues raised. Isn't it also instructive? They're saying the governor has not presented the budget, and they find out that it's perhaps trying to make a move in spending on what is yet to be put before the House of Assembly. Appropriation is a process. So those are some of the allegations. And you think the governor does not need to defend himself?
Last week, I read in the dailies that the budget is already in the House, sent in by the Commissioner for Budget. So perhaps maybe they wanted him to come physically, to come and present the budget, not through the Commissioner. So the issue, that's why I said that this is more than just budget, because the budget is already in the House, presented, I mean, sent in there by the Commissioner for Budget. I read it in the papers, and it has not been denied by the House that the budget is not with the House. So why this issue of ultimatum that if you don't respond within 7 days that you are going to be served with impeachment notice, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I believe that.
Again, it's not only the 2019 budget. Yeah. Because they said they find out that part of the 2019 budget that has not been passed into law, there's some kind of action on it. And they also said they found out that in the past budget, especially the budget of 2018, they've seen some infractions in the budget. Do they have the right to take the governor up on some of this issue?
Precisely. Of course they do. But if you notice that even during Fashola period, similar things happened where the House said that they had to call the Commissioner for Finance, Commissioner for Budget to come and explain certain things in terms of the budget. These are mere administrative issues which can be easily be sorted out within the House and the government house. But to now snowball into a major issue that can threaten the peace of Lagos, I mean that makes a difference entirely. And don't forget that before this, the first thing that came out was that the allegation against the governor was that he was the one responsible.
Let's quickly finalize this conversation around the issue of impeachment on the Lagos governor. How do you hope that this can be resolved? Do you think that the House of Assembly in Lagos State are bent on removing him?
I believe so, but it can still be averted because it's a simple thing between the speaker. The speaker can walk across the road to the government house and meet with the governor. And this issue is resolved. I mean, it's very simple. It wouldn't have gone to this level if there are no other ulterior motives. That's my belief. And you see, when you talk about impeachment, perhaps maybe the demeanor of the governor is not that an aggressive person that can fight back. If you recall what happened in Port Harcourt when Amici was governor, he walked over from his government house to the House of Assembly and he locked the place for 1 year. The same thing, you know what happened at Akwa Ibom State? I mean, with the crisis which the place is still locked up. So we don't need that in Lagos. Lagos is supposed to set the pace in terms of governance. So, but the way... All
right, Mr. Richard Akinla, we must leave it at that, and we do hope that at some point we've extended invitation to the House of Assembly in Lagos to come forward and tell Nigerians and people of Lagos the center point of their allegations and the issues they have against the governor, and perhaps we'll also hear from the governor directly on some of the issues. At least the people, they deserve the right to know. Thank you so much, Richard Akinla, for talking to us on the program today.